Hello, how you guys doing? What's going on? Welcome to the Messy Sweet Spot. Man, when I tell you, Shannon Sharpe, the situation, we are still on a case, honey. And it's getting worse and worse and worse. You're not going to believe this. They are saying that Shannon Sharpe and his stylist, wardrobe stylist, mind you, Shannon Sharpe came out and said his wardrobe stylist wasn't even styling him. He said it was this girl named somebody, Shelly or Shell, that has been styling him, and he was just giving Hollywood, his stylist, the credit for no reason. But yet he was going around talking about some, you see that Hollywood, we about to make it to the top. It's just going to be me and you. I mean, that sounds like he was in love with the stylist. But he said that, that's why he had to fire Hollywood, because it was not right that he gave so much privilege and he was giving too much favoritism to this stylist for no reason. I'll tell you the reason, because he was going in that donut hole. They was going in each other donut hole. Come on now. Come on now. But I came across this video. We guys have to look at this video. It tells a tale. It says Shannon Sharpe leaks tape of their gay affair. I knew it. I don't know if this is true or not, but this is what's out here, and I think you guys need to be aware of what they're saying about your boy Shannon Sharpe. It says exposes the humiliation ritual. What? So which one was the humiliation ritual? Was it the fact that Shannon Sharpe being with the gay stylist? Is that the humiliation ritual? Or is it when Shannon Sharpe was doing a do with Michelle, aka Michael? Because they say they still cannot find that Michelle. It's two Michelles. A Michelle that his ex-girlfriend, we know who she is. We saw who she is. She came out and spoke. She said that Shannon Sharpe essayed her while she was with her husband and some shit like that. We're not talking about that Michelle. It was a Michelle that he was messing around with, and he leaked it for everybody here so everybody can say he's not a homosexual anymore. That was the time that went on. And we are looking for that Michelle. We have questions. I want to know that Michelle, did Shannon Sharpe essayed you? I think that Michelle should come out and say, hey, I know Shannon Sharpe and he's not this type of person and this and what. We need to clear the air with that. So was that a humiliation ritual? But Shannon Sharpe, it seemed like he loved that type of humiliation ritual, but people are saying that was not no Michelle. That was really a Michael. I need to figure out who this Michelle is. Have y'all seen how she look? Do y'all know who she is? Is she even real? I don't know. All right, but I want you guys to watch this video. Make sure you guys like, share, subscribe here at the Messy Sweet Spot. Check this video out.
That he was not gay. Now, my thing is this. If you don't want people to know your business, then you just don't speak on it. Now, you're not going to make me look like a damn fool. I don't care who you are. I don't care how big of a star you are. You're not about to make me look like a fool.
To my family, friends, supporters, and colleagues, I want to speak to you directly and from the heart. This is a shakedown. I'm going to be open, transparent, and defend myself because this isn't right. This is all being orchestrated by Tony Buzzard.
Y'all, Shannon Sharpe's former stylist just dropped the mother of all tapes to prove that Shannon has been on the DL this entire time. And if y'all thought that Shannon's downfall couldn't possibly get any worse after the whole SA lawsuit, well, it's about to get 10 times worse. Well, Shannon's SA lawsuit has been dominating the news for the last couple of weeks now. Y'all seen it, but his stylist is now claiming that this is all a big part of Shannon's Hollywood humiliation ritual. Yes, y'all, he's out here posting some mysterious receipts and throwing shade that could seriously shake up Shannon's whole image. But here's where it gets even wilder. He's claiming that Shannon tried to shut him down so the world wouldn't find out about what allegedly went down behind closed doors. So what's really going on here? Did Shannon Sharpe actually try to silence his own male stylist? And could there be even more to this story? Let's dig in. Okay, so the stylist in question is a man named Russell Hollywood Simpson. The whole wild part about it is that when he first started working with Shannon, everybody thought that they were secret lovers. Because fans are wondering if that was Shannon's way of coming out as a part of the community, because he and Russell used to be everywhere together. And I know a bunch of people that take their stylists everywhere. It also didn't help matters that Russell used to be romantically involved with the former NFL safety Kerry Rhodes. So with the two always being seen together, folks online started connecting them dots. And Shannon wasn't having that. The chatter about his sexuality picked up fast. To make matters worse, whispers about Shannon being on the DL and living a double life had had been floating around for years now. I mean, he looks like Miss Netta, so I get it. But remember that moment when Mike Epps got involved and threw some shade, suggesting Shannon was secretly into the men? He claimed that Shannon invited him to appear on Club Shay Shay, but he wasn't feeling it because of the rumors about Shannon.
He didn't know Medea. I ain't gonna know anything. So you can sit across from me and look at my body. But he was going to take that. That nigga. It's called Shay Shay. The nigga telling you.
And with all that talk going on, hiring somebody like Russell only made things messier for Shannon. So he decided to switch things up and ended up firing Russell. But the way he did it was super messy. Instead of just parting ways quietly, Shannon tried to downplay Russell's role, acting like he never had much to do with his wardrobe in the first place. Then he brought back his former stylist, Shelly Davis, and gave her all the credit for his new look, calling her the real brains behind it. And at that point, fans could see what was going on. It was clear Shannon was trying to put those rumors to rest.
Said it once, but he kept repeating it. Knowing me, and I get it. My stylist, Hollywood, he was gay. Okay, that's his life. That's not mine. Hollywood no longer styles me. Why? Because I'm loyal to Shelly. She was hurt that after 20 plus years of being my stylist, that I had gone outside to hire someone else. And someone else was getting the credit when she was there at CBS. She was there when I started at Fox. She was there when I was going out and doing red carpet events. And I never had a problem. And for me, in my head, I thought I needed someone outside.
Right.
I didn't buy one thing new when Hollywood started styling me. Everything, all those LB jackets, all that stuff that I already had it. And a lot of the stuff she had already put together, but I took it apart. So when he put it back together, it was just what she had put together. And I told him, I said, Hollywood, I said, bro, I think you did an unbelievable job. I said, but I'm going to go back to Shelly. Because it's hurting her. Because she had been through anybody that knows me know I'm loyal.
Naturally, Russell was salty about the whole thing, and Shannon thought firing him would have put the rumors to rest, but that backfired real fast. Instead of staying quiet, Russell seemed determined to let the world know what was really going on behind the scenes. He didn't come out swinging at first. He started real slow, dropping little receipts here and there, and like video clips showing that he was the only one actually putting Shannon's looks together. Russell also posted a video on his Instagram along with the caption, "Let's be clear."
Be killing the game. I'll be watching.
But here's the thing. Shannon had publicly and privately given Russell all kinds of praise before, but once them rumors started heating up, it felt like he wanted everybody to forget that ever happened. Also, so he could keep up the image that he was a straight boy. Then things took an even weirder turn when Shannon pulled one of the most insane stunts yet. On September 11, 2024, he accidentally streamed an audio of an intimate moment to his followers on Instagram. Y'all remember? Ooh, Michelle. Now this audio, it was anything but subtle. It was definitely a little too grown for our ears. And there was no hiding that there was something going on. Neither Shannon nor the mystery woman ever showed their faces, and the live stream disappeared as quickly as it appeared. But of course, people caught it and recorded it before it had gone and flooded the comments. But Shannon wasn't about to let that slide without a word. He quickly jumped online to do some damage control, blaming the whole thing on hackers. According to him, they were the ones who caused all this chaos. And Shannon shared a post saying, "Beware, my Instagram was hacked this morning. My team and I are working vigorously to figure this out. Unk." Well, Shannon soon pulled that post down because let's be real a second for a millisecond. Nobody was buying that whole hacker excuse from the start. But after some time, he finally came clean. On his nightcap episode, Shannon confessed the real story. He said the whole Instagram Live fiasco was just a huge messy accident. Apparently, he tossed his phone onto the bed without realizing the live stream had started. Right before things were about to get real private, instead of keeping it behind closed doors, the whole moment ended up online.
Obviously, I'm embarrassed. Someone that is extremely, extremely private, and to have one of your most intimate details the audio heard for the entire world to hear. I'm embarrassed for a number of reasons. People count on Shannon, Shay Shay Media Club, Shay Shay Nightcap, ESPN. There are a lot of people that count on Shannon to be professional at all times. And I always try to be professional at all times. Even when I'm behind closed doors, still try to remain a level of professional, although I'm in the privacy of my own home. And I'm very disappointed in myself, not for the act. I think there are millions, billions of people of consenting age that engage in activities. But to have your most intimate detail on the audio to be heard, I'm disappointed in myself. I let a lot of people down. My kids, I reached out to them. I called my sister. My friends, obviously, my friends reached out. But guys, this was not staged. Came in, I threw my phone on the bed, engaged in an activity. I did not know IG Live. I've never been on IG Live. I've never turned IG Live on. So I don't know how it works. And so all of a sudden, my other phone is going off and people are calling me FaceTime that I've never talked to a day in my life on FaceTime. And it didn't, I'm like, why are y'all calling me FaceTime? And after a while, Jamie Fritz, who's been my longtime marketing guy, he finally got through to me and he says, Shannon, you on IG Live? I'm like, doing what? You know, I'm like, what am I on IG Live for? I ain't getting no IG Live, but he says, they can hear. I'm like, so now, Ocho, you know, I say ask for patience. He said they can hear. And now I'm starting to get agitated again.
Well, Shannon also took a moment to clear up the rumors that he'd staged the whole thing. He made it crystal clear that going live wasn't some calculated move. It was just a total accident and nothing more. But I don't know how many accidents you got to do to click that many times to get the live turned on. But despite Shannon's attempts to clear things up, fans weren't buying it. Because really, you can't accidentally go live on Instagram. And a lot of people thought he was just trying to cover his tracks. And as soon enough, rumors started swirling that maybe this wasn't an accident at all. Some even suggest that he staged the whole thing to put an end to the ongoing talk about his sexuality. And others thought his leak was a way to get ahead of a bigger story that might have been coming out soon. And let's be honest, that audio didn't exactly help the case. People pointed out how weird his voice sounded. Oh, Michelle. Like he was trying to put on an act. It just didn't seem natural. And you know how fast the internet picks up on stuff like that. The way Shannon reacted after that just made things even more suspicious. If it was really a mistake, why turn it into such a huge drama? Then there's the mystery of Michelle's identity. Her name just came up out of the nowhere and Shannon's explanation just didn't make anything clear. He claimed it was his assistant, Jordan, who ended the live stream. But that made it even more suspicious because what does he do? Come in and clean up after yours? Paid? If Jordan could cut the stream, why couldn't he have started it too? It wasn't adding up, and many people started thinking Shannon wasn't being fully transparent. The messy part was that when Russell made it clear he wasn't about to let Shannon slide with lying to the public so easy, he started dropping cryptic posts on Instagram, leaving everybody questioning Shannon's version of the events, like that IG story, where he wrote, I love my private life, but you may see a little bit, but you won't see much. I'll tell you that. And the hardest thing I ever had to do was shut the F up. But Russell didn't keep it vague for too long. Eventually, he stepped up and got straight to the point, confronting Shannon directly without any of the subtlety he had been using before. He wrote, accidentally going live when you have to open the app, swipe right, then swipe left twice, hit the button, and it's absolutely insanely impossible. It was like he was desperately trying to let the people know the truth, but was holding himself back. He also left fans on their toes with this post. So much I want to say, but nah. And the caption, I'll wait till the right time. He also said, I know how Shannon operates, and I wouldn't put it past him to plan something like this. But to put into perspective how insane it all was, Russell is the same man who exposed NFL star Terry Rhodes for being in the closet.
It all started when someone had leaked some pictures of he and I out. And he said to the tabloid that he was not gay. Now, my thing is this. If you don't want people to know your business, then you just don't speak on it. Now, you're not going to make me look like a damn fool. I don't care who you are. I don't care how big of a star you are. You're not about to make me look like a fool.
So when Russell starts dropping hints about someone being in the down low, people tend to pay attention. And that's why he raised eyebrows when he never actually exposed the full story about Shannon. And some fans think it was because Shannon stepped in and shut it all down. Even after cutting ties, Shannon reportedly kept a close watch on Russell. Worried he might let something slip. When the whole public smear campaign didn't do the trick, he apparently changed his approach. Word on the streets is Bravo had offered Hollywood a spot on a reality show, but Shannon allegedly made sure that opportunity never saw the light of day. According to Media Takeout, Hollywood's team is telling Tasha K that Shannon is doing everything he can to try to block Hollywood from appearing on a reality TV show. And with Shannon's new lawsuit, y'all better believe that Russell is not shying away from throwing shade. In a new Instagram post, he hinted that he had helped Shannon keep his shenanigans out of the media when he worked for Shannon. Kinda like he was Shannon's fixer, handler, or Olivia Pope or something like that. He wrote, "See, when I was around you, never heard a single word. I had everything so organized." Yeah, y'all, it's a hot mess, but there's more because Russell's revelations just broke open an entire can of worms, and it is crazy. See, his former bodyguard just came out to claim that Shannon was allegedly at Diddy's parties and that he met his current partner at Diddy's freak-off parties. So now we don't know if the partner in question is a current Jane Doe who is suing Shannon for $50 million or another girl that he started seeing after he and the Jane Doe broke up. See, Shannon Sharpe's former bodyguard, who goes by the name Saka Zumba, claims to have some footage that allegedly places Shannon at one of Diddy's infamous parties. Yeah, those parties that have sparked years of rumors and side eyes. But what's turning heads now is that Saka didn't stop at the footage. He also claimed that Shannon might be bi. Or worse, he dropped a bomb alleging that Shannon was involved in some shady behavior at those events, including allegedly being with a girl who was underage at the time. To add fuel to that fire, Saka tweeted, "FNDA, that ninja Shannon met his 304 at a Diddy party when she was 17. Watch Cat back and you'll understand." Let's pause here though. A 304 is slang for an adult worker, and the mention of Cat Williams suggests there might be more to uncover, especially since Cat's already made headlines for hinting at shady dealings in Hollywood circles. As soon as that tweet hit the timeline, it disappeared faster than you can say cancel culture. But we all know that once something hits the internet, it's out there forever. The internet never forgets. Because screenshots were already circulating and the tweet went viral in no time. The timing was way too convenient to ignore, and Shannon had just announced he'd be stepping away from ESPN until the NFL preseason. And now people are seriously side-eyeing the whole situation, wondering what's really going on behind the scenes. And let's not act brand new. This isn't the first time that a celebrity bodyguard has been pulled back the curtain on the madness that allegedly goes down at those infamous Diddy parties. But Hollywood's been whispering about this for years. These bodyguards don't just protect celebs, they see everything. One former bodyguard, big homie CC, who used to work security for Jamie Foxx, has even gone on record about the wild stuff he witnessed at these events. According to him, he saw grown men running around buck naked at one of Diddy's get-togethers. So Saka Zumba stepping up with the tea about Shannon, it's messy, yes, but it's not surprising if you've been paying attention.
And his hospitalization was due to Diddy. There are stories of him getting beat up and getting put, but I know he was on a movie set, but something from an altercation or something from drug related that was given
Diddy
to him.
will pull up and get wild with you by himself. Like he's not soft. So that's the whole thing with him. Like, you know,
He'd pull up and take something like it.
bro, he'll pull up and, bro, he slapped Drake.
He did, and everyone looked over that.
So here's the story that really goes off the rails. Because the wildest part about the whole thing is that Shannon Sharpe allegedly hooked up with a 17-year-old girl at one of Diddy's infamous parties. And let's not forget, Shannon has been very vocal about denying he ever stepped in one of those scenes. In fact, he told Kaiser in an interview back then that he wasn't even famous enough to get an invite.
I found out I was Diddy's neighbor on the third day. I swear to you, I didn't even know Diddy was right there. I literally, somebody, my barber came in. He's like, "You know, you right next to Diddy, right?" Or like, it had somebody dropped it in my Reddit of the view of the helicopter, and then right over it, it was Diddy's house. Like he got a slide back and all types of shit.
Wow.
It's crazy, yeah. It was just the most random.
So it might have been some parties at your house.
Oh my God. You ever was at a Diddy party?
Nah,
Never?
I ain't never been invited. I ain't that big to get. I mean, maybe if I was in the position that I'm in now, but back then, no,
Yeah.
I don't get invited to no parties, bro. Plus, I'm a homebody.
Do you like partying or no? Nah,
really.
yeah.
Nah.
I feel
I just
that.
like to be to myself, man.
I feel that.
You know,
I feel that.
they see me, I'm at the airport, or I'm going point A to point. Normally,
Yeah.
mainly when people see me, I'm at the airport, I'm at the gym.
Yeah.
That's the
Or
extent.
you getting freaky.
Huh?
Give me some more.
It's too soon, child. I need a year. I need a year. September 11, 2025.
Hey, you a freak ass. No, I'm on you. I'm on you now, bro. You going crazy, bro.
Oh, come on.
No, bro, I ain't gonna lie. You know how scary that is?
But now with the leak from his own former bodyguard, that whole narrative is looking real shaky. People are pulling receipts, connecting dots, and straight up calling out the contradictions. But hold up, wait a minute. Y'all thought I was finished because another theory is making the rounds, and it's an interesting one. Because fans are starting to wonder if this whole mess is a part of Shannon's humiliation ritual. Now, for those of you who don't know what that is, a humiliation ritual is allegedly a public or private ceremony or event designed to degrade, shame, or disgrace a person, often in a public space or in front of a group. Usually, after humiliation rituals, celebs blow up even more and start making some insane amounts of money. And the timing of it kind of adds up. See, Shannon is in talks to sign a $100 million deal for his Club Shay Shay podcast, which is more than he made during his entire career in the NFL, which is saying a lot. But the next thing we know, he got sued by a woman who claimed that Shannon allegedly S8'd her. In her lawsuit, she accused Shannon of manipulating and controlling her and alleges that he S8'd and S8'd her from behind in October 2024 and January 2025, blatantly ignoring her pleas for him to stop. The lawsuit details instances of alleged threats and physical. Sharpe refused to accept the answer no, even as she sobbed and screamed. She claimed that they met in LA at a gym and were in consensual relationship for 2 years, but his behavior turned mean and he allegedly threatened to unalive her when she attempted to share her location with friends. She also claimed that he insisted on recording their intimate encounters, at times without her knowledge, and claimed that they were for personal use, that though she accused Sharpe of sharing the videos with friends on multiple occasions. Shannon's released a statement, though, saying this lawsuit is a blatant and cynical attempt to shake down Mr. Sharpe for millions of dollars in her effort to extract a large financial settlement. Mrs. Aniga presented Mr. Sharpe with a secretly recorded video of a consensual intimate encounter. We believe the video has been heavily edited and taken entirely out of context, crafted to falsely portray a consensual act as non-consensual. It continued. The evidence paints a clear picture. This was a consensual adult relationship that included role-playing, adult language, and fantasy scenarios explicitly requested by Mrs. Aniga. The edited tape that Miss Aniga secretly taped and showed to Mr. Sharpe during their blackmail attempt tries to falsely portray, as a result of this editing and out of context from prior text messages, that the intimate activity was not consensual. Mr. Sharpe categorically denies all allegations of coercion or misconduct, especially the gross lie of essay, and will not submit to what he sees as an egregious attempt at blackmail. He stands firmly by the truth and is prepared to fight these false claims vigorously in court. He looks forward to vindication through due process and a judgment based on the facts and the law. So yeah, y'all, it's given very much humiliation ritual, like the girlies are saying. And $100 million payday at the end of it is not surprising to see why Shannon would agree to go along with it.